Last time on the Great Ace Attorney 2.
Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipework where he lived?
Oh, I don't know. To kill the tenant on the middle floor, just to get him out?
But who on earth
Certainly
would
not
want
to
to
try to
sin?
commit murder for a second time in order to obtain treasure. That would just be silly. Who even said that? Certainly not me. No!
Who even said that? Well, it's those ruddy spirits!
Ew.
The question that then arises is who put it there?
Oh, blimey. Who did put it there?
The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind.
Objection!
Objection.
Objection!
Objection.
Objection, you wanna?
Where is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this?
Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who is this so-called culprit of this crime?
Sorry, Olive.
Take that! The name of the person responsible for the poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspeare is, I believe, Miss Olive Green.
And one more thing. Do you remember this? Oh, yes.
Yes, of course. It's the poison that Miss Green was about to drink at the hospital yesterday.
Oh,
Is it
did you
strychnine?
say poison? Oh,
Well,
dear.
I simply had to give it a taste test first. Oh well, goodbye.
I had to make sure that everything was fine. I managed to confirm that it contained strychnine.
Ha.
So I was right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, where we play the games and do the voices. I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. All right then, everybody. So let's hop on in. But just before we do, let's get that little pesky bit out of the way. You know, the old algorithm.
Oh, giving it a bit of a shilling.
The algorithm comforting. And if you do like what we do, why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. It really helps us out. All right then.
If we do enough shilling, then we'll eventually get a farthing, and if we get enough farthings, we'll get a halfpenny. And then if we get 2 of those, we can get 1 regular penny. And then, we get 100 of those and we get to £1. I think that's how the money works.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what a halfpenny is. What is a halfpenny? Is that a half?
Half a penny.
Oh,
penny.
Okay, yeah, see, a halfpenny I've never heard of. A halfpenny I have heard of. Was that the official name?
Halfpenny. It's halfpenny. Halfpenny, yeah.
Halfpenny, yes.
Halfpenny.
Halfpenny rings a bell.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Alrighty then. I just need to get into my judge persona.
Yes. A second incident inside a week at what I believe to be aptly described as the haunted lodgings.
Accursed lodgings!
One can only presume this is a most unfortunate coincidence. Only a coincidence. There's absolutely nothing else to explain it whatsoever. It's obviously haunted spirits, and I rest my case. Court is adjourned. Thank you.
Finally, someone agrees with me.
Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. Shamspeare.
'Twas the following morn when I did awaken that I learned of the dire events.
Is it learned or learned? I don't actually know.
I think it's. I don't think the E's there though, right? Because it's not there.
I thought it was like cutting out a symbol for the iambic pentameter or whatever thing that was
I
common
think-
to Shakespearean.
See, it's weird because I think it probably is learned, but then people do say learned.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
I'm not actually sure on the actual correct pronunciation. It's probably...
If you know, let us know in the comments down below.
You beat me to it.
Mary, what a commotion did the officers of the law make on the floor above mine?
When Soseki-san was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder.
As suspected. There is nothing connecting these 2 witnesses but happenstance.
It's true, it does seem as though they're unrelated at first glance. But I'm not so sure. There's something lurking in the shadows here. I feel certain of it.
It's an evil spirit! I've told you once! I've told you 1,000 times! Gosh, won't anybody listen to me?
And this is my one and only chance to expose it. Heh.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm like, what? What even so funny about... Oh, you're laughing at the word expose.
Expose it. Should I take my...
Winkle
out?
Shall I take my winkle out?
Asquith! My office!
Counsel, you may now cross-examine these two witnesses, if you wish.
Yes, my lord.
Jesus.
It's not a 1970s bawdy hospital. It's the 19th century bawdy courtroom.
Right then. It was... Okay.
Stabbed in the back.
So, for anybody who has not watched the previous episode, do you want to just read the...
Just read it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 6 days ago, at about 5 p.m. I was walking along in the snow and I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings.
I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper.
It was the first time I'd been in the area. I had a little matter to attend to, that's all. Anyway, I was admitted straight to hospital, so I knew nothing about all this business.
Okay, so, straight from here, I'm going to call sus on this statement, because the other guy was her brother, right?
Yeah.
Was it
Huh?
brother?
Well, no,
Wait,
it was
No,
her
it's her
fiance.
fiancé.
Sorry, yes.
My goodness, man, I know it was an older time, but I don't think that kind of marriage was approved.
You know I'm forgetful! I forget stuff!
It was her
My
fiance.
dear fellow.
But yes, so, right, what I'm saying is that if he was there before, then it's possible she could have been in the area or something.
Yeah,
I feel that
yeah.
this is that statement's a bit sus, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Let's press everything, but I don't trust that fourth statement.
Oh,
Hold it!
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you not say...
No, I thought you were just going to do the whole thing in its entirety.
Oh, did I not...
Well, we may as well just read it and then press it. I mean, it won't make that much of a
Sorry,
difference.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
We need a system here.
Again, it's forgetful.
You just
I'm well...
said it.
I know. It's because I'm doubly forgetful. Who are you? What are we doing?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Catch that.
I'm well acquainted with the case. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It was awful. I still can't believe I was unconscious for so long. And I woke up to find that the case had been solved and the culprit arrested.
Yes, the incident has been resolved already. Perhaps it would help you to consider it a bad dream that ended with your awakening, and should now be forgotten.
Yes, I suppose so. Thank you.
But before you put it completely behind you, Miss Green, I need you to remember the details one last
I
time.
see. Rifle through me things. Get me to reenact awful memories that I don't want you are. Such a cruel
Well, the
man,
problem
Mr.
is people
Narrowman.
never recall what happened otherwise.
Well, I really don't want to. You're causing me absolute distress, you are.
Honestly, witness, Miss Green, feel free to forget everything. Honestly, it's...
all right then.
Imagine... Don't worry about a thing.
You must tell the court exactly what happened that day. For us to arrive at the truth behind this new case.
Always to arrive at the truth about this new case.
The trouble is, there's nothing to tell, really. I was just walking along the pavement.
Right.
Hold it! What were you doing there that day, though? Nanya?
What do you mean?
The art school you attend. What's it called?
Arts
Artery.
Oh, yes. It's the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts.
According to Mr. Shamspeare, that's just in the vicinity of Brixton Road, which is some 10 stops away from the scene of the underground.
The scene
Oh,
on
the
the
scene on the underground.
They had an underground?
Yeah, I didn't know they had one back in those days.
Oh my God,
They had like carriages and stuff. What underground are they referring? Was it just
sure.
tunnels and they fucking... Oh,
Ah!
gavel. And they bally drove rickshaws underneath the streets of London?
Well, maybe.
I believe you mentioned before that you also live on Brixton Road. Isn't that right? I guess, then Iris is like, oh, Gregsy, I invented an entirely new form of transportation that can go back and forth on rails.
It's called the portal gun.
Portal gun.
Yeah. So you can,
I call it Raily McRailface.
But we could only get a sufficient amount of the moon rock required to make portable, the walls that you can attach portal surfaces to down in the underground of London. So unfortunately, we couldn't put them all over the city.
I mean, I guess there were trains too. It's weird to think of like a train going through the underground. Although I suppose, because there's smoke and whatnot. I'm thinking way too hard about this.
Okay.
So why then would you have been walking along Briar Road in the middle of the East End?
Well,
Well, don't forget, back then, smoke wasn't really a problem. They were just like, yep, it's just industry, man. Breathe it in. Oh, the smell of industry.
Well, she's a West End girl, so she was probably looking for an East End boy. West End girls.
Good song.
it's because, oh, yes, of course. I thought we might make a nice picture.
The witness is a student of art. City-dwelling artists can't all paint grand urban vistas.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I happen to like the crumbly look of that part of town.
Perhaps great would have been a less grating term.
The point is, she's definitely hiding something.
Yes. It seems she's not going to be forthcoming with the truth.
If she's trying to hide why she was there that evening, it must mean there's a reason for her not wanting us to know. That's the key to this. And you, Mr. Shamspeare, on the evening of the incident 6 days ago, would you tell the court what exactly you were doing? 'Twould be my pleasure, sire. I was at Haber's haberdashery.
Oh, no. Sorry.
No, it's going to be on the previous statement, right? Because she was...
No, I didn't mean to... No, I was going to say to press this one.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? You want us to... We did
Well,
press
no,
this.
they just made a whole thing about, she's
me.
lying about that statement, so there's probably no point in pressing the others.
Well,
I mean, we can,
Taylor,
but...
Taylor, do you hear yourself speaking right now? We're talking about an Ace Attorney
Do you
game.
know what game this is?
Like, if we don't press the rest of the statements, Taylor, we could miss out on the one trigger that makes it so we can actually proceed.
I suppose that's true.
Remember when we
Hold
pressed
it!
the statements out of order that one time and spent years?
Which time? There was many, if I recall.
Well,
There was one in
I think the
particular.
first time it happened was in, like, the first Ace Attorney series, where we were on it for literal ages because we were just pressing the statements out of order.
It was Trials and
until-
Tribulations, I think.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
And Sarah had to finally look up a walkthrough to figure out what we had done wrong, and it turned out, no, we just hadn't pressed them in the specific
Yep.
order.
Yeah.
Yep, it was complete horse crap.
Yeah, because that for those of you watching is why we always, even though very often we're like, okay, it's probably going to be the third or fourth statement, but we'll press them all in order just in case. That's why.
You never know.
You can tell us that it's not necessary, but it's also like when you're playing Pokemon and you hold down the B button and you think it helps make the Pokemon catch, more successful.
Because if you...
It
when
doesn't.
When you throw the ball and you press up and A together, or down and B, whichever it was for you when you were a child, you press those and it makes the game think that your Pokeball's a Master Ball. Remember?
Yes, and it doesn't matter that you can tell me that's not true. You can tell me that it's not the case. You can tell me, Taylor, it does absolutely nothing.
And if
I'm
it,
still gonna do it.
And if it didn't work, it's just because you didn't quite get the timing right. It's on you. The cheat works. It's not you. Yeah,
A
sorry.
tavern, you say? Which one? 'Twas the Slug and Salad where I did tarry. 'Tis a jewel in the East End.
I bet it is.
It sounds it.
And a little unexpected, I feel.
What do you mean, Lord Van Seeks?
The Slug and Salad offers unusually fine dining. For the locality, at least. Not an establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room.
I do
Sir,
like
how
that
cometh
particular
I
face.
know of my financial undoings?
Difficulteth. Difficultyeth.
It's true. The menu lists premium crusts of bread and glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness.
I don't know if...
Miss Susato, why do you have that menu in your book?
Yeah.
Oh, no reason.
Glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness. Yes, please.
Well, if you like water with only 5% opacity, it will cost you 5 shillings. If you're okay with water that only has, 75% opacity, we can do a little bit better. It's only 3 shillings. But if you're on a budget, you can get water with 95% opacity for only 1 shilling.
We've got all the finest flavours. We've got council pop, dishwater, and sewage water.
Council pop. Oh, council
And if you're
pop.
feeling spicy, we've got a bit of Thames flavour. But we do have you sign a waiver before you drink it. We've sent a few people to hospital with that one.
What do you mean a waiver? I don't need to wave to nobody. I come here every week.
Just think of it as a margarita with the salty rim. Touch of salt makes the Thames water the very finest of our choice.
It makes the urine taste go away. The taste of urine and dish soap and dead bodies.
Don't mind the lump of poo in there. It's just for decoration. Think of it like a fancy umbrella you put in your cocktail.
It's chocolate. It's not.
It's chocolate, Michael.
It's just chocolate.
It's just chocolate. It's just a bit of Alan Partridge in there.
Yes? Do you know you've got chocolate in your face? Yeah, I've just been eating some mousse. Fine.
She's accessing, Google through her book, and is just, she's accessed the internet.
Did we not already make the joke about how she's...
we did, yes.
She's a time traveler with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
Just stuck in the book there. I can't remember if we made that on this
No, I don't think it was
offline.
on the video. I think it was like in person. We were just discussing it one day. Yeah.
Like her book is just like it's got like a big cutout with a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in there, and she's just constantly pulling notes off it.
And you must always remember, Mr. Naruhodo, don't panic.
And don't forget to keep a towel somewhere.
Yes, don't forget your towel.
Although to be fair, if it was the Hitchhiker's Guide, most of her knowledge would be just about accurate. So she probably has Encyclopedia Galactica instead, which is more accurate.
Yes.
And more expensive.
Yes.
All the references.
I would have expected Grubb's Grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate.
Is Susanna going to have the menu from Grubb's Grubbery in her book as well?
Oh, God.
Watery soup and mushy peas. Or rather, soupy water and pea-like mush.
Oh, you sampled the local delicacies then, Lord Van Zeeks.
Well,
All equally appetizing. I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. Oh, what's wrong with that? How different can water really be?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Or perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why he wanted to go to that particular A particular reason why he had to go to that particular establishment.
Agreed. The fact that on that day of all days, he dined at a place he wouldn't normally, it does stand out. So Mr. Shamspeare's own actions on the day of the incident 6 days ago were slightly suspicious. I wonder if we have some evidence that can explain those actions.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We didn't safety save.
let's have a look at what we got here.
Is it the note? We got
Yes.
the note.
We did see it somewhere, didn't we? It was in Miss Olive Green's room,
In
hospital
the
room.
hospital. Oh, we've not.
But
we not
that
got
hasn't been
it.
added to the evidence, has
Damn
it?
it.
No, unless we can sort of be like, it was this.
No, because it's not. I would imagine you'd have to put 2 and 2 together first.
Because I don't think we have anything else. I mean, we could try it. We could try, unless...
I don't think we have at the moment.
I just want to try it in case it's...
I think it's a bit too tenuous.
Yeah.
Mr. Shamspeare. Yeah, yes, sire.
Yeah, I suppose it's not got the actual message.
On the day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Salad, a place you don't normally patronize, for a very particular reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if thou hast some purpose, speakest!
Yeah, you're gonna be right, sir.
Very well. I will present the court with evidence. Evidence that explains why you had to be at the Slug and Salad that day. Namely...
I don't think
you're right. You're right.
I mean, give it a shot.
No, because there's nothing on it. It's gonna be like, oh, what is this?
Oh, good Horatio. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Horatio?
I believe it's a line from Shakespeare's play Hamlet, Mr. Naruhodo.
Be it a line from the great Shakespeare, or from this, Mr. Shamspeare, or from... Oh, I see, sorry. Be it a line from the great Shakespeare, or from this Mr. Shamspeare, the message is the same. My learned Nipponese friend is wide of the mark.
Hardly surprising given this witness's obtuse literary quotes.
I do wonder if there isn't perhaps some evidence that would explain why it was the Slug and Salad he visited.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, we know it's the rest of the letter.
We also wonder that, Susato.
It's the rest of the letter. Like, it will... like, it will be the letter, but I guess we have to try and coax that out of Miss Green first.
I feel if like, we're going to have to press Olive to maybe get some more...
Yeah.
Probably. I wish we did, but sadly I can't think of anything at the moment.
If we find a clue that could explain why Mr. Shamspeare went there, we must present it to the court.
Oh, you don't have that in your book, do you? You have everything else, but not the evidence we need. Yes, absolutely.
Don't make me walk out of this courtroom, Mr. Narrow.
It's like, no, please don't go. I need you.
It will be the last time I ever help you.
You don't realize how important you are to me. Honestly.
Too late. You've already said it now.
If that is all on this matter, Counsel, I would ask Miss Green to reiterate her next statement.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Okie
Hold it! What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate.
It was nothing, really. It's not worth mentioning.
Yeah.
If you remember, you mentioned it to us yesterday at the hospital.
Oh.
Bugger. It was related to the...
It's the next one.
It was related to the card you were holding.
For goodness sake.
Miss Green!
Oh! Oh, bugger.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, no.
I wasn't doing anything.
What was that? She clearly just hid something behind her back.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. Prove it.
You didn't see nothing.
From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross.
What does that matter? He has nothing to do with Duncan.
Oh,
Aha.
There you go. Right. Like I say, I'll go through.
Duncan Ross.
Please, Miss Green, tell us more about that note.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can tell you.
All right. I'm just gonna go straight to him at this point then.
Excuse me,
Like, if she's not gonna do anything funny or interesting, then
Mr. Shamspeare. Do you have something to share with the court?
pray nay.
Pray nay.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Oh, nothing useful then.
Here we go. He's off again.
Pray forgive the discourtesy. Pray forgive me. The great bard's words springeth from within me with ne'er a thought.
I will have to fill this hallowed chalice again.
With his own blood.
With his blood.
Don't tell me. It's because you're possessed by Shakespeare's spirit, right?
Spirit!
Hearing Miss Green's words a moment ago seemed to make you think of something.
What, he thought of something? He has a brain in there.
My God.
Something of relevance, perhaps?
Oh, yes,
nay, sire. 'Twas nothing at all.
I was just thinking about the bad salad that I had at the Slug and Salad. There was indeed a slug in the salad, and I was not happy. No.
You've heard of the fly in the soup? Well, I had the slug in my salad.
And then I accidentally put some salt upon it, and Mary, 'twas a very unfortunate sight to behold indeed.
And then
It's
I
not
ate
the-
it anyway, because I
It's
was...
not-
because I paid for it, and by golly, I'm going to eat the darn thing.
It wasn't the kind of dressing I was hoping for.
Presumably you know the name, though? Mr. Duncan Ross, I mean.
You started visibly sweating.
After all, you were both lodgers in the same house.
I would it were so, but sadly, nay. Lodging be a lonely occupation, sire. My lodging fellows be rarely known to me.
So you haven't heard of him, even though he passed away in the room just one floor above yours?
Improv, man, come on.
It's like, oh, you do know that you're sweating. I can see that you're sweating, you know.
Miss Green?
Me, my lord? Oh, have I done something wrong?
Yes, honestly, I'm a little bit confused as to why I decided to speak to you rather than Mr. Shamspeare, but oh well, off we go. Let's see, what am I thinking about? The card that was mentioned before, containing the note.
Ah, there we
Do
go.
you have it upon your person?
I do, yes. But I don't need it anymore. In fact, I should throw it away, really.
And then she tears it up in front of us. Like, no! God dang it!
You fool!
Before you dispose of it, the court will take it as evidence, please.
Yay, there we go.
Now, do we have to do the examine and put the pieces together?
Oh, God.
Of course. That's what links Mr. Shamspeare and Miss Green.
Let's just have a look.
Nope. Do you remember where we found this torn-off piece of envelope?
Yes, of course. It was in Mr. Shamspeare's room.
For some reason, it's suddenly started to bother me. I don't know why. The way it's been ripped, I feel sure I've seen the same pattern somewhere else.
I wonder if it could be this you're thinking of.
Oh, what could this be, I wonder?
The envelope in which Miss Green's card came.
Yes, that's it. Try putting them together now and let's see. Sarah had it
you
rumbled
were
from the
flipping
start.
right. Sarah's like, I'm not being fooled by this game again.
Thank you, my liege. I will see myself out.
She just took a bow. Excellent.
Pray forgive my genius.
They go perfect.
No, I really. Sorry.
No, sorry, go on.
I feel like that would have been an opportunity for. My dear fellows, it was really quite an elementary deduction.
Well, he's got to let
Or
them
no,
have...
it was actually right. So it surely would have been Irish. It's like, oh, you sillies.
I feel like, you know, Sherms has got to let them have just one thing at least, right? He's got to let them have this one victory without sort of
like,
peeing on the bonfire and being like, no, yes, 'twas
Oh,
easy.
yes. I see that my skills of deduction are rubbing off on you. Excellent.
Ah, yes, Mr. Naruhodo. I see that our countless eves of assembling thousand-piece jigsaw puzzles has finally paying off.
Shh. They go together perfectly. This torn-off end of the envelope clearly belongs with this card.
Yay. Well done, Sarah. See, if you'd have not said it, we wouldn't have done it, and it wouldn't have occurred to us, and we'd have gone round in circles.
And then we would have spent another 15 minutes being like, "Oh my God, why doesn't this work?" Oh, that's why.
Because of this, this extremely obvious thing. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Do we? Oh, we haven't.
It was because we put it together because it's updated them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird that it updated it right in front of us right now, because for a second there wasn't the tick. All right then. We have the evidence we need.
It's Duncan Ross.
Now, continue with your testimony, please, Miss Green.
Excuse me. And then you never said this in the end.
Yeah.
You said,
Anyway, I was admitted straight to hospital, so I knew nothing about all this business.
okay, so it was. Was it this one? Is it?
I think it was this. It
no,
was
it's
one. It was
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare's.
I was at the tavern.
Yeah, because they were like, why was he there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold it.
Right, so let's go through this.
Slug and salad.
Unexpected food, tasty food.
Menu.
Well, not quite tasty, but
Sloppy food.
doop-a-doop-a-doo, or perhaps. Where is it? Come on then. I wonder if we have some
we
evidence.
go.
Present evidence. I ought to have done a safety save, but oh well. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Mr. Shamspeare.
Yeah, yes, sire.
On the day in question, yeah, for a very
I'm
particular
sorry,
reason.
would thou speaketh properly? Would thou speaketh
Speakest.
Speakest propeth.
Speakest properly. Very well. I will presenteth this courteth with evidenceth.
Like, wait a minute.
You, sir,
That's like
besmirch the good name of Shakespeare.
It's like a mix of Shamspeare and Renoske. Okay, so this one.
Yes.
No, the music.
What?
No, it's
Okay,
the
okay.
rip.
Say.
I believe this card reveals the answer.
Yeah, but see, they're both like related, but this one has the message on it.
Good Lord! Miss Green's card, you mean? The one
It's a
that...
good show I admitted it to the court
The
record
one that
then.
mere moments ago, the one that we saved from being torn asunder mere moments ago. My goodness, thank the gods that we took it when we did.
That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. Shamspeare, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described in this note.
No, they're not.
Personally, I find it hard to believe that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. Shamspeare?
Well, there is no such
thing-
thing as a coincidence.
Damn it, Taylor. I was gonna do it.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yes, Miss Green.
That card was delivered to me. It doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it?
Yes, as the good lady says.
Well, you'd think so, yes, but it's hard to believe it's merely...
My lord, may I?
May you what, Miss Green?
I'd like to make something very clear about that card.
Very well, then. You may amend your testimony.
And then we're
More
going to have to
details?
present the torn off piece. We're going to have to object to her statement with that piece.
To include details about the particular note. Peculiar note, sorry.
Unless we have to press it and then do it.
This note was delivered to me at my address.
Nah, you're
It's
right.
nothing to do with the odd man next to me here.
Right, I'm gonna save this.
There's no address or anything on it, I don't think. Did it say there was no address on it?
There was no address, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is it's about where we found this.
Yeah.
Boom.
Objection! The day before the incident, exactly 1 week ago now, this note was delivered to your address. And upon carrying out the instructions in the note, you found yourself in hospital.
Yes, I did. It's terrible, everything that's happened to me.
I mean, it is, yes, but that's not related to this. Yes, it is terrible. If it's all true, that is.
What do you mean?
Miss Green, have a look at this, please.
This, the thing that you guys were trying to say looked a little bit like a penis.
Benis.
It doesn't look like a penis.
No, it looks like a Monsieur Lecoq. It's the pop-up part. It's made out of paper and everything.
Okay.
Yes, another family-friendly episode of The Great Ace Attorney brought to you by Disillusion Plays. You're welcome.
It's the torn-off bell end of an envelope. I mean, torn-off end.
Oh, is it?
And it so happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received.
Where did you find that?
Oh, yeah.
In Mr. Shamspeare's room.
Uh-oh. I love
In my room.
I love the whole, like, when he speaks, he's got the smug expression all the time. And then when he's pulling this face, and then it has the speaking animation laid on the top, he's kind of doing this weird smug, shocked thing at the same time. It's like, I don't know, it makes me chuckle when I see that one.
Mr. Shamspeare, do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere?
Yeah, look, there.
Well,
Your actions that afternoon follow the instructions in the note to the letter. Haha.
Huh.
Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. And so that's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shamspeare.
Are you a sham?
You already knew about this note, didn't you?
Could you say something, please, Mr. Van Zeeks? Something, anything.
Please
Help. Help.
help me.
And you, Miss Green?
What did I do?
As this torn-off end of the envelope proves, the note was originally in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So how is it that it came to be in your possession?
I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist after all.
Oh, yeah, that covers it.
Yeah.
Oh, great. There we go, guys. I guess we can just go
There
home.
is only one explanation. You broke into Mr. Shamspeare's room and stole
I'm
it.
going to be honest, that's not the explanation I was
No.
expecting.
That wasn't the explanation I was going for either.
You did what? Sorry. Thou hast what? You broke. Thou wert in my room.
Oh, yeah.
What on earth do you want with me?
Just keep painting, painting.
It's like,
If I don't turn around, he's not there.
He can't help me if I just ignore him.
It would seem.
I know I am wearing pink, but you can still see me.
I can hear voices now.
And both witnesses need to testify again. It sounds to me like they have both been bullshitting.
I know, I did the thing. I censored myself.
Do you know, if it's all the same, my stomach is a little bit upset, and it's been a few hours. I think my stomach is starting to rumble a little bit, so I'll just be on my way.
Miss Green.
Oh no. Actually, I think I might be falling into a state of unconsciousness. The doctor said it was a side effect of my unconsciousness, yeah.
I'm falling unconscious. It's a side effect of my unconsciousness.
So, if it's all the same to you, I think I need to admit myself to hospital again. I feel a coma coming on.
Oh, no. Not a comma.
Whilst you have the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the
That's what I
suffering
was
you
hoping
have
for.
for the suffering you have endured in recent events. Anyone found to be giving false testimony in a court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind.
Unless I am directing them to give false testimony, in which case nothing happens.
Yes.
In which
Oh no.
In which case, suck it. Very well then, witnesses. You will give formal testimony again. Now, and no more of this flim-flammery, please. This is a court of law. You should be telling the truth. On the subject of this curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims to have received and absolutely did not steal, apparently.
Angry Father Christmas.
Duh. I do remember now. 'Twas a week ago, peradventure, that note was delivered unto me. On the day writ therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, yet nobody came. Such as with my intimate moments with my ex-wife. Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow, I did see the note had vanished.
I don't know what you mean. You think I stuck into this man's room, do you? Why would I? I could point out the villain here. And as for that torn-off piece of envelope, I don't know anything about it.
You now claim to have received this letter, do you, Mr. Shamspeare?
Faith, 'tis so, my lord. And I would swear to have set it upon the table in my humble lodgings. Yet, 'tis clear to me now that since I returned it from the tavern that night, I have not laid eyes upon it.
Well, that being the case, young lady, it would appear that your testimony was...
A lie? Is that what you think? How unfair of you to think I'm the one lying.
You know, Olive, I felt really bad for you, but now I'm starting to feel less bad.
I beg your pardon?
I'm just a fledgling artist, as I said. And fledgling artists don't lie. That
What?
note was delivered to me at my address. Besides, we all know who the liar around here is.
I feel like that statement is right up there with, I stabbed her, and that alone proves I didn't kill her.
That's it then. Any time I get into trouble, I'll just claim I'm a fledgling artist and
That's
that I
it.
can't possibly lie.
That's it. Every time we get something wrong in these games, but guys, we're just fledgling artists.
We're fledgling voice actors.
We're just fledgling artists on the tapestry of YouTube.
If that's true,
We're just normal men.
we're
What?
just normal men.
What do you mean,
Just
normal
innocent men.
We're just innocent men.
If that's true, Miss Green, how do you explain the facts? This part of the envelope was, without question, found in...
That
I
was
don't see why I should explain.
that wasn't me.
Sorry?
I'm a fledgling artist. My job here is just to say what happened. That's all.
You know, you can't preface everything by saying you're a fledgling artist
Yes, I
to
can.
explain away everything.
I think her job here is just to say that she's a fledgling artist.
It's your job to give the explanations and the proofs. You, the fledgling lawyer.
Excuse me.
The fledgling will do his best.
Evidently, my learned friend's cross-examination is our only hope of learning the truth. Well, counsel?
I'm ready, my lord.
Very well, then. The defense will now proceed with the cross-examination of the witnesses. Hopefully he'll be able to make some sense out of all this nonsense.
Miss Green clearly did break into Mr Shamspeare's room. There can be no question of that.
No, I didn't. I'm a fledgling artist, and a fledgling artist can't steal anything.
I mean,
That's another one on the tally chart. Fledgling artist said. That's how she acquired the note.
Yes, 2 facts that are starting to lead me to a possible explanation for all of this.
Fledgling, like lock-picking artist, perhaps,
No.
or a thief artist, or whatever. I'm sure there's another phrase for thief. Whatever. Pickpocket artist.
No, I think you mean professional baddie.
Yes.
Professional baddie.
I'm a fledgling professional baddie, and fledgling professional baddies don't lie, do they, Ringo?
Oh, no, that's not at all. It's a solemn oath that us fledgling baddies
Solemn oath.
do not lie. I swear on my nanny's grave. What I say is the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Rianosuke, did you say this?
He
Sorry.
did, I think?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
All right, then.
And it's not a pretty one.
Well, that's just rude.
I'm not sure what the evidence is going to be here, guys. I feel like we're going to have to press every statement again.
Press everything.
Yeah.
I do remember now. 'Twas a week ago, peradventure
Peradventure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew about if it was delivered or delivered. I feel like if it was just delivered, then it would just be the regular E in there, wouldn't it be?
E.
Tis Shakespeare.
And,
who knows?
oh, sorry. Hold it! And can you shed any light on the contents of the note at all?
Nay, sire, 'tis as strange to me as a foreign tongue. Even with a knowledge of literature as great as mine own, verily, 'tis impenetrable, much like my ex-wife.
Oh, Taylor, no!
But Mr.
Oh my god!
My goodness me, it's quite the squeeze.
Oh, no.
But Mr. Duncan had lodgings in the same household as you.
Oh my goodness.
What? Oh, you know what? You know what button I haven't got on the soundboard that's missing?
What?
Horny bat. The bonk.
I told you that.
I
I said that one.
I know, we were putting sounds on it, and then we forgot. You didn't say it as we were going.
That sounds out of character for you, Pete.
I know, but Sarah didn't remind me. And so we
Do I have to
together-
remind you of every single thing?
Yes.
I
As
know
a
I'm very
fledgling,
cute.
as a fledgling editor, Pete's responsibility isn't to remember things.
I can
No,
edit-
he just leaves that to the wife.
I can edit the footage, but I can't remember anything that happens. That's also true.
That's why I write the descriptions.
In effect, he was your neighbor, so surely you knew him, didn't you?
Alack, if the choices be twixt I knew him and I knew him not, then 'tis with foreboding that I be forced to declare we were by some small measure acquainted.
Despite your claims, though, you followed the note's instructions and went to the Slug and Salad. Presumably that was nothing to do with your knowledge of literature?
Marry, naught will have the better of me, sire, save for the lure of curiosity. So 'tis true, I was compelled by mine own eager heart to betake myself to the tavern.
Just painty.
Yet in the end, my curiosity was not satiated, much like my ex-wife. On the day writ therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, yet nobody...
Hold it! Mr. Shamspeare, do you have some issues with your ex-wife that you want to...
Oh no, no.
No,
Nay, I have not spoketh of my ex-wife at all.
Nay, I have never been marriedeth.
I speaketh of mine ex-partner in the same hushed, foreboding tones that thou wouldst speakest of the Reaper.
I beg your pardon.
It was a marriage of mine intellects with mine thoughts, or some such nonsense.
It was a marriage.
And my body pillow.
It was a meeting of the minds, but ne'er of the loins, which led to some awkward moments.
Oh no.
So even after waiting for an hour, nobody appeared?
Well, yes, sire, 'tis as thou sayest. I hath been stood up.
Really? You paused for a moment before you answered.
At the time I wanted to be stood up, my ex-wife showed up to the wedding.
In truth, when thou asked whether nobody appeared, I did suddenly recall.
Yes.
Really? Do you mean to tell the court that somebody did appear after all?
I was not alone that night at the Slug and Salad, my lord. No, 'tis returning to me now. I did treat my lips to almost clear water and mine innards to a premium crust of bread. And all around me danced a great many companions.
What do you mean?
Did he get high off the cloudy water? It's like...
Ringo, was it the LSD we put in the water?
LSD.
I feel like we might have,
Have you been slipping the funny pills in again?
Say, have you been sniffing the gas we've been collecting?
Flies, sire, flies.
Nash, did you not put your finger in the top of the bottle? Have you let it get out?
Oh no, I must have forgotten. Oopsie.
You had one job, Nash.
the problem was, Finger, I had a ribbon tied around my finger to remind me not to take my finger out the bottle. But then I forgot why I had the ribbon on my finger, so I pulled my finger out to check, and then it all got out.
Oh, God, if you had a brain, you'd be dangerous.
Well, it was like that other time, wasn't it? Where I've got like my 10 fingers, but we had 11 bottles. And yeah, I have to say I felt a little bit lightheaded after that.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking.
Good.
I believe I thought the same thing as you, yes. In the name of Beelzebub, what were they? Fairies, perchance, from a midsummer night's dream, come to taunt me?
No, I think they were just flies.
Taylor
Well, I've
is
already
really
said
those
it.
I can't help thinking that the flies ought to choose something more wholesome to buzz around.
I don't know, Mr. Zetter. They are drawn to fecal matter.
Ooh, yes, that's spicy.
He does talk a lot of it.
Is that wrong of me?
Even Sasato's had enough of him.
Hold it! When exactly did you notice that it had gone missing?
Such idle thoughts ne'er occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas.
In other words, you didn't notice.
If thou wishest to reduce it to such a base accusation, then I suppose.
Several days passed between your outing to the tavern and Mr. Natsume's visit to your room.
Yes, it would appear that the note disappeared sometime in that interval.
Such idle thoughts ne'er occupy my mind. I am busied with greater ideas.
And yet, during that time, Miss Green was comatose in hospital, was she not? Clearly, then, she could not have been stealing things from Mr. Shamspeare's room.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Yes, of course! It's all some sort of misunderstanding, isn't it, Mr. Prosecutor, sir?
You have so far failed to give a satisfactory explanation as to how you came by the note. I am not here to advocate for your defense, madam. I won't tolerate inconsistencies in your story. You would do well to remember that.
Oh, dearie me!
What's Lord Van Zieg's getting at?
Stop talking crap.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Hold it! It seems that this note was actually delivered to Mr. Shamspeare about 1 week ago. but for some reason it ended up in your possession. I can't think of any way that could have happened except for you breaking into Mr. Shamspeare's lodgings.
Objection! But for what reason would the witness have done that?
Well, I don't need to prove the reason. I just need to prove that she's done it, don't I? I
won't deny that Miss Green's possession of the note would appear to defy logic. However, until and unless her involvement in this case can be proven in some other way, any further pursuit of this note is meaningless.
Miss Green could only have come in to be in possession of the note by stealing it from Mr. Shamspeare's room. And yet, there's no obvious reason why she would have done such a thing.
What if there was some other reason she broke into his lodgings, though?
So Shamspeare is Shamspeare in the room that the other guy was in?
No,
Well, he died in the room
Natsume
above.
is in the room that the other guy was in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shamspeare, though.
So if
Sorry, go on, Taylor.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, Miss Shamspeare wanted that room, but Mr. Garadeb was like, no, it's already let out, can't have it. It's the room that he got, that he's in, or nothing kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, if there was something of his that she wanted to get or something, but like if he wasn't even in that room, then it's like the only reason I can imagine that she wanted to get in there was to either poison him or to.
I think that might be it.
Wait,
that
no.
might be. She was going in there to poison him, and then picked up the note.
It's like you said.
Maybe.
I guess maybe you were right, Taylor, with the poison on the pipe thing. Crikey.
Yes, we should pursue that idea, Mr. Naruhodo.
We're close now. I can feel it. We're so close to a breakthrough.
I just feel that we don't have anything concrete, though.
We've got the bottle.
Yeah, I know, but we can't sort of be like. I don't know.
Hold it! So you don't want to tell the court the truth about the letter, is that it?
I'm a fledgling artist,
Oh, the
remember?
arrow just disappears?
Yeah.
I'm a fledgling artist, remember? Artists are nearly always introverted characters.
I can vouch for that.
Introverted, fie! This fledgling doth readily cast aspersions about my nature. Yet I am an angel, a seraph. Birds do harmonize with my song. The wind doth frolic on my wing.
And who do you think you are, Snow White? Jeez.
Oh, pity! Wherefore dost thou accuse one so pure of heart,
I'm
now I'm
sorry,
just
Shamspeare.
ample woman?
I'm now thinking of the best friends dance that he's doing.
No, I'm just saying, Shamspeare, that's not how you do the floss.
No, but it's that dance from like
Yeah,
that
it's-
meme or whatever from like game conventions and whatnot, like
there
anime
was like
conventions.
loads of Master Chiefs and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Take On Me one, where
That's
it's
it,
like,
take
you know.
on me, yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
I would say I would include the GIF, but the problem is they seem to be super, super ready to copyright strike it if you so much as a second of it.
Oh, really?
What take? No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
do Take On Me, but it'll be the one. I'll do
Like
the
the
one of
snippet
like
of-
the Master Chiefs going around
Yeah.
doing that.
Pure of heart? Oh, I don't think so. Even a fledgling like me can see you're just a failure.
Oh no.
Tragedy. Thou shalt know the true heart of an artist until thine instruction hereafter by death. Oh, the days! Oh, the years! Alas, to enlighten thee, thou must wait so long and in vain.
Mr. Naruhodo, interject with some clever remark. This is your chance to shine.
I'm no Shakespearian actor, Mr. Zato.
Well, that's a letdown.
No, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's going to resolve this argument.
It's evidence, yes. It's clear that Miss Green did in fact break into Mr. Shamspeare's room, isn't it? And that's where she found this letter.
Yes, two more or less foregone conclusions that lead me to one terrifying conclusion.
Terrifying?
Yes, I'm afraid to say that the outcome of this cross-examination may well change how we look at this case completely.
Wow. what was the carry along it? Nobody came there after I did see.
Ah, the poison bottle. I think it's the poison bottle.
Yeah, I guess it has to be.
Safety safe.
Yeah.
Safety safe.
Yeah, because I suppose it's the only conclusion, isn't it? Because if he's
Because it was positive for strychnine.
yeah, it was positive for
Yeah.
strychnine, and then she
Yeah.
had the bottle of it. So I guess yeah, the link's there.
Ooh.
Aha! Objection!
Spicy.
Yesterday at the hospital, we saw you with this bottle. And though the contents spilt during the course of our meeting, a small quantity remained.
Oh, bother.
According to the defense's independent analysis, Mr. Sholmes' chemistry said,
Oh yes.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
They won't believe
Sorry,
it if you say it out loud.
Oh yeah.
the liquid that was still in the bottle was identified as strychnine.
What? Strychnine? The very same poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspeare.
Glad you've been paying attention, Lord Fancies.
Gregson there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Miss Green, you broke into this man's lodgings. For one reason and one reason alone.
But what was that one reason?
I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh no!
I know! I'm as gutted as well! I want to know! This case! But unfortunately, accursed time is not on our side.
Tell me, baby girl, 'cause I need to know.
We're out of time. That's all you need to know.
Yep. So unfortunately, you can't be serenaded by Taylor for any longer, or we
No.
will be over time. And
But
so,
you can next time.
and so, dear viewers, we'll catch you in the next one. If you like what we do, why don't you hit that like button? Drop a comment down below. We love reading them. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
And maybe occasionally we'll actually get around to responding to one or two. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified of our videos every Wednesday and Saturday. But you don't really need us to say that because when you hit the bell, you'll get notified. So you don't need us to tell
It's
you
just
when.
nice to know.
I suppose. And with that, dear viewers, we will catch you in the next one.
I shall bid you adieu.
And remember, we were just normal men. We're just normal men.
Just innocent men.
Just innocent men.